Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, in this video, as you can tell by the thumbnail, it's gonna be about this guy called Jan Koller. This guy is what, 6'8", 6'9", absolute machine. This is the build I am going to run with him. You can kind of pause it, take a screenshot, save it, however you like. But this is the build I use to kind of just showcase these clips, these highlights. He's an absolute machine. As you can see, he is dunking on literally everybody. He's pretty much unstoppable in the air. You could also use him in just any way, shape, or form possible. You don't necessarily need to just constantly cross spam all game. I mean, you could if you want. There's nothing to stop you or stop me from you doing it. But regardless, this guy, let's just look at this. He can run with the play. You just have to generally play around him. Almost like how in real life Erling Haaland, that's kind of how you want to play with Coller. I mean, just look at these. I mean, just absolutely dominated. He can do everything. Finish with his feet. Obviously, finish in the air. I mean, just look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this. Off the post. Look at Son. Brings that bang. Oh my god, that is so good, so good. But again, regardless, back to the video. It's a nice scissor kick goal. It's such a good goal. But basically, he is the best striker to pair into two striker formation. Ideally, what I utilized was a 4-3-1-2. You could use a 4-2-2-2, but what I've seen with the 4-2-2-2 is that sometimes the left attacking midfielder or the right attacking midfielder ends up on that back post, which you really want Coller to be on the back post with. So ideally, with just a regular two-striker formation, with like a 4-4-2 or 4-3-1-2, or a 3-5-2 maybe if you want to play like that with an out wide tactics. Make sure you put the midfielders on anchoring, the left and right mid on anchoring, so you can always have Coller on that back post, which is obviously ideal in this case. So you know the chances of you finding Coller, no matter how much power you put on it, is gonna be pretty high. Again, he's just dunking on anybody. I mean, that one with Messi with a little knock on, that's also good. But generally, most of the time, people are just not going to know how to defend me. Just look at that. It's just rage quit after rage quit. This Coller is a rage quit machine. You can't stop him. He's going up against, I believe it's Bastoni. Yeah, he's going up against Bastoni because he's on the right center back, close to the left striker here. As you can see in this play, Davies going to find Coller. Stunning cross. Bang, right there. And that's one already. I mean, he's just so good. I don't know what else to say. He's just him. He is him. There is no side. The guy's 6'8", 6'9". Let's say hypothetically you put in like 10 to 12 crosses a game. That's at least 2 goals guaranteed, no matter what. Nothing your opponent can do about it. So again, as you see in this next play here, Son interchanging with Cancelo, Son into Cancelo again. Just a regular edge cross into Coller. He misses actually, but of course the opponent, he had enough. He's out of here. I can't blame him, but he's just that type of guy who's like, yeah, there's no point in stopping it. He couldn't stop the cross because guess what? If you try to stop the cross, I can easily recycle it back to the 18-yard box to then put in just another early cross. This is where the playing style, the early cross trait, actually comes into play, which is very effective, as you can see. Going up against another fancy crosser, he's got Figo, Trent, and edge crossing new Gnabry from the recent natural contract selection pack. So there it is. So as you can see, Messi on the ball with it. I mean, just look at this. He thought it was going to Cancelo. No, just Coller just dunking on him. He's just dunking on everybody. There's nothing you can do to stop this guy. I don't know what to say. So yeah, that is, and also another key tip with Coller. You're playing around him. You kind of want to feed the ball into him. He's almost like a magnet to double teams, to that second man press. You feed the ball into Coller. Coller tracks a double, as you can see. Another rage quit. That's just what it is. It's so easy to use, but you have to use him effectively. But again, back to the double teams. You can easily track the double teams. Once the double team come, you can easily play into your Son, into your Rummenigge, into your Eto'o, your Messi, your Michael Owens. And then eventually just find let's say a left or right back, swinging it out to the right or left side into the overlapping or underlapping runs to get that easy cross in. Next thing you know, you're finding Coller back post again with another goal. He's just that type of player. Because you really, I guess you could say, I mean, he's not really like that much of a big, like, oh yeah, Coller, I gotta stop him. But when you're seeing, oh, you have Son next to him, you have Messi, and then you got De Jong, you got Coller, you know, all these whole players, you got to pay attention to so many other things that it just overwhelms the mind of your opponent, of the opposition. There's nothing you can really do, because let's say, okay, I'm gonna stop the cross spam. Well, guess what? I just recycled it back to Messi. Let's say you have blitz curl Messi. Now you have to watch out for the blitz curl. What if he goes to a little 1-2 combination? Now you gotta watch out for that. What if he chips it into Coller? Well, you can't really do anything because he just killed you with the 1-2. Next you know, Coller's gonna dunk on your Beckenbauer, your Baresi, your Cannavaro, your Van Dijk, your Araujo. Pretty much anyone he goes against, there's just nothing you can do, because he's just that much of a threat. They're always thinking about the cross, because once you conditioned your opponent by sending in 1, 2, maybe 3 crosses, and they're automatically think, okay, he's always gonna go for the cross, let me just defend the cross. You recycle it back, hit him with a little 1-2, and then next thing you know, you get yourself free and easy goals. I mean, it's pretty much, I want to say a cheat code, but he's essential. I mean, I've been really putting some time and work with him to really just kind of optimize just how to utilize Coller. But that's pretty much how you're going to be playing Coller. Not obviously you want to, you know, cross spam, because he's just that good with it. But at the same time, you want to mix it up. You want to give him the little mix. Okay, yeah, I hit you with the cross. Okay, now I'm going to hit you with a little 1-2 play on the ground. Okay, well, now all of a sudden he's playing on the ground. Now he doesn't know, or you're in this case, in theory, your opponent doesn't know where you're gonna go with. So this is why, again, why Coller is so good. And another key tip that I've noticed, sometimes some of them were better players, they're gonna use their center backs or their right back, or ideally your center halves, like your VVD, your Araujo, your Dan Burns, your Isaac Toures. They're gonna put man marking or time marking on that Coller. And what you can do as a player or a Coller user yourself, and I know that originally the default card, he doesn't have full familiarity with the SS, the second striker role. You can easily train that up so he has full familiarity with that. Place him as an SS, place him as a second striker. He will constantly drop into the midfield with that target man playstyle, back to goal, high physical contact. You can't nudge him off. And then what happens is the center halves, they come towards Coller, right, leaving a huge gap in behind in the defense, a huge massive gap. Next thing you know, you attract a double team. Now all of a sudden the game's wide open. You have your Eto, you have your Rummenigge, you have your Son running in behind in that space. You have your whole players, Hullet, you know, your Cruyffs coming into that space, attacking that. Obviously, you also have your offensive fullbacks supporting the play just in case you really need that extra man. And next thing you know it, it's looking very dangerous for your opponent, and you're getting a shot on goal every single time. He's just that much, the aura around him, he's just too much of a threat. So that's pretty much, I mean, ideally what Coller is. He's just a machine, not only in the air, but on the ground. He has 90 plus finishing on most builds that you're going for. You can put double touch. Obviously, you got to put that one touch pass. If you can get one touch pass on him, that's probably more ideal, probably better than double touch in this case, since his passing stats is really bad. I'm just not gonna lie. But again, obviously he does also have acrobatic finishing, which kind of makes him even more just awesome to use. The animations he can get, obviously in the air, just these scissor kicks, you know, the crazy like kind of mid bicycle kicks. I mean, he can do everything. He can hold up the play. Again, he's just that much of a threat. And obviously he can rip a nice stunning shot. I believe he has rising shot too, so you can really rip it from really anywhere. Just, you know, keep your opponent on their toes, keep them guessing. But again, as you can see, Coller just dunking on Upamecano. No chance at all whatsoever. But yeah, just going into the gameplay here. Son, you got Cancelo. You don't really need like a high, like, lofted pass set. I mean, look at that. Son into Coller just dunking. I believe that's Costa Curta. I'm not too sure. You don't really necessarily need a high passing stat to kind of just abuse the aerial play of Coller. I mean, just look at that. Just absolutely dominating. Messi into Cancelo. Cancelo, what he can find. Obviously, he's going to find Coller back post edge crossing. Where's the defender? Nowhere near to be found. With that 90 plus offensive awareness, Coller's just always going to be in the right place at the right time. 9 times out of 10. He's going to be there, just absolutely cooking up a 5-star meal. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Looking at Thuram, Yeah, I know he wanted to bully me with his high defensive AI, but no, Coller's gonna be there just dunking on him. There's nothing he can do. Sorry to but again, this Coller is just amazing. Back into the gameplay, Messi into Son to Son, into Pedri finds Son. I believe he's gonna find Messi. Yep, he finds Messi. Coller's running with the play, easy tap in, can finish with both feet. He's just that type of player. He's pretty much, in my opinion, depending on how you use him, he could either be S plus tier or he can be D tier. I mean, just look at that. Thuram, no chance at all. I mean, that's pretty much the play he had to go for. It wasn't necessarily, oh, I had to cross spam. That was the best play in that situation I had to go for, and I utilized it. And look at this Pedri just finding Tony out. No chance. If that was like a Suarez or maybe a Darwin Nunez, Tony Adams probably would have had a better chance, if not the goalkeeper probably. But because this is Coller, he's going to be finishing his chances no matter what. Obviously, he's singing with De Jong and Pedri on the sidelines in the Emirates Stadium. Looking at Cancelo, just trying to bully Costa Curta out. He does eventually beat him, sending a stunning cross. Saliba, Adams, no chance. I mean, 6'8", this guy, 202 centimeters. There's nothing these players can do to stop him. There's nothing you can do. Keep moving him in. 10 to 12 crosses a game. Minimum, at least, I guarantee 2 goals. Look at this corner. You can just swing it in from the corner like that. Keep doing that. That's obviously going to be a threat. Depending on the positioning of the Coller during the corner, during the set piece, you could obviously just flick it upwards for a little knock-on to find, let's say, a Rijkaard or a Rajo or your Rudiger to find another easy finish with their feet or on another head. Cancelo just dunking on Sally, but no chance. The keeper couldn't even save it himself, hence why bullet header is just that good. I believe it probably might get nerfed, just like with week 1 Blitzkrieg. That's also another topic for another day. But for now, Coller, he's just really too strong. Just dancing with Davies, finesse dribbling into Coller, near post. Rudiger, no chance at all. If that was any other striker bullet header, maybe like a Shevchenko, well, Shevchenko doesn't have it, but let's say, you know, like Darwin Nunez, that's probably not going in. Coller again, no chance. Cafu just, you might as well just leave, dude. Like, it's not going to happen. Son, I mean, just nice through ball. Cannavaro, no chance. Just finesse, bottom right-hand corner. There's something these guys can do. Son on it, swinging it in, fails it, but Cancelo, he's right there. Belletti, no chance. Coller is slightly off balance too, and he still managed to get that on goal. I mean, that's just Jan Koller. Pull it, finding Coller, Cannavaro. There's nothing these guys can do. There's nothing these guys can do. Again, Koundé, no chance. I mean, what is this player's doing? But yeah, regardless, that's Jan Koller, in my opinion. Probably one of these best cards in the game. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one with a anti-Coller video. Gonna make sure trying to learn how to counter this.